What's up, YouTubers? They say what goes around comes around, but I think it's just the opposite. What comes around goes around. Chew on that one for a little while. We have knife giveaway day. This is actually going to Paul. I will go ahead and link his YouTube handle below. He's not necessarily a content creator, but he's actually been partner to a couple trades for me that really favored, were the benefit to me. I was trading things that were lower valued, and so he was really cool about it. Not a big deal. And so I said, you know what? When I have something someday, I'll go ahead and I'll look you up. And he actually is a ZT fan. So, Paul, this one's for you, man. This is not going to be kind of a full review. I'll go ahead and throw some specs on. This knife has a 3.2-inch blade. This knife weighs 3 ounces, or 87 grams if you're not from America. This is the 0450 in nondescript biracial doll's hands. This is the 0450 next to a Spyderco Delica. I'm going to be giving this away soon. Stay tuned. The 0450 next to the CRJB Rhea. I'm going to be giving this away soon. Stay tuned. The 0450 next to the Penguin from QSP. I'm going to be giving this away soon. Stay tuned. This is the 0450 next to the Artisan Cutlery Sea Snake. I'm going to be giving it away soon. Stay tuned. And lastly, and probably most excitingly, this is the 0450 next to the Demco Knives 8020 with full original goat titanium scales. I'm going to be giving it away when I die to my children. So it was a nice thought. The ZT0450 has a reasonable pocket clip. It's very much a Rick Hinder-like. Certainly the pinouts or the screw holes appear to be the same, but they could have, you know what, this is going to be a bitch. They could have just added on $10, $15 more instead of making that kind of crummy steel that doesn't match or anything. Just make a tie clip, then they could stonewash it and you'd have better lines. You know, it does have the red backspacers or standoffs back there, which are kind of cool. But in the pocket, this thing actually pockets really nice. As far as that stuff goes, you can go ahead and put it in. I got to hold the pants just a little bit on that, but for the most part, it has good retention, and yeah, pocket clip's good. Or some handling of it. It's a small knife, and for myself, I could just never quite, I don't know. It wasn't so much that I couldn't get the pinky on, because I could get the pinky on, you can see there. And I even tried it with a little lanyard, and that wasn't it. It was that it is so thin. In fact, I'll show you another knife that I'm carrying right now. This is the Thunderbird from Vosteed Knives, and that's a thin knife, not my preference. But this one is actually even thinner than that, and shorter, and it's also no wider. So, in fact, it's even thinner by probably 2 millimeters. So this knife just doesn't fit medium-large hands. I actually had one of these, and the start of the video, I said, what goes around comes around, what comes around goes around, blah, blah, blah. I had previously had one of these that I bought. You know, it was kind of my first ZT some years ago, and I was like, oh, Dmitry Sinkovich design, okay, cool lines and all this, you know, small knife. I get a full tie, great action. It does have really good action. You know, this is a very small knife, but this has very, you know, like I said, very good ball bearing action. Nothing offensive about it. It's S35 VN steel. I will say the heat treat on it was kind of lame, because when I was using that one for a while, it actually had some chipping problems, and it went dull pretty quick. It was super easy to sharpen. So I think that it wasn't the best at kind of fighting off abrasives, for my money. So I gave it to my sister, Leslie, peace if you're watching. And you know what? I actually won this one in a Blade HQ giveaway. And I was like, maybe I'll give it another try, you know, as I acquired a few more ZTs over the year. And I tried it again, and nope, just didn't work. So there's my story of why this is going bye-bye. The size, you know, it's a reasonable knife if you want the small knife hands, or, you know, small knife for your hands. For me, it was just, I have so many other options that this is not necessarily, like I said, this isn't the ZT for me. So I'm glad to be moving along to Paul. This is the first of many giveaways that are coming along the way. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some of those comparisons right now. And you may just want to watch out for some of those, because it's going to basically showcase some of the knives that I'm actually going to be giving away real soon now, hopefully. You know, just what more can I say about this? Time to say goodbye. Bye. This is the 0450 in nondescript biracial doll's hands.